Welcome to What's Trending with Tire Review, presented by AAPEX 2021. I'm Maddie Weiner, and today we are on location in Nashville, Tennessee at the Gaylord Opryland Hotel and Resort for the Tire Pros Conference. And today I'm joined by Greg Bell, president of Tire Pros. Greg, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Maddie. I am grateful to be here. It's such an honor and look forward to our conversation today. So,
Greg, I know that it's been a long time since the Tire Pros dealers and Tire Pros team has gotten together at an event like this. Can you describe how it feels to all be together in one spot?
Yeah, absolutely. Family reunion is the way that I would sum that up. The energy and excitement of the dealers to come back together again. Connections have been formed within Tire Pros because of these events. Somebody from LA forms a relationship with somebody in Boston and everywhere in between. And the opportunity for them to get together and reconnect again has been phenomenal. And you mentioned the team as well. So even though our team is out supporting our customers, as a group, we've not had the opportunity to get together. So it was really beneficial for us to be able to do that as well. Almost 20 months since we've had the chance to do that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Wow. Oh, how exciting.
It's very exciting, and you continue to feel that just sort of reverberate throughout every conversation that you have.
Very cool.
We're grateful.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So I wanted to kind of switch gears and talk about Tire Pros' growth this year in 2021.
Yeah.
Can you describe, how many locations Tire Pros has added this year? And really, I'm curious too what you credit for that growth.
Yeah, so we've added officially 25 new store locations this year to Tire Pros. That is a combination of owner prospects that have joined the franchise this year, grateful for their support and partnership moving forward. But we've also seen a tremendous number of dealers that have added locations, second, third,
yeah.
fourth, et cetera. In fact, one of our franchise partners, Josh Bachman at Vance Tire Pros, has added 7 locations in the last 18 months. So Josh now has 11 Tire Pros store locations. And so we continue to support both existing customers for new acquisition opportunities, as well as expanding our reach to bring new family members into the Tire Pros organization.
Very cool. Awesome. That's great to hear. So I'm curious, what for you are the top 3, I guess I would say, priorities for Tire Pros going into 2022?
Yeah. So this conference is foundationally set on our new strategic roadmap over the next 3 years. One of the things that we did is we worked very closely with our Tire Pros National Dealer Council. It's an 8-member council. It is comprised of owners from all across the country, single location, multi-location owners, rural markets, large markets. And we partnered with that council, and we went to work almost 12 months ago. And we partnered with outside research and marketing firms, and we rooted our strategic vision in data and research. To understand where you need to go, you first have to understand where you are today. We spent a lot of time digging into the data and understanding our customer, and not just the customer of today, but the customer of tomorrow. So to bring all that forward, at this conference, we've actually unveiled a new Tire Pros logo and a new Tire Pros tagline that we will carry forward from today. So 2022 is all about the logo and the tagline, from hassle-free guaranteed to love the drive. We want to create an emotional connection and benefit with Tire Pros consumers. We want to maximize their love of driving, not just recognize that Tire Pros is the best place for them to go get their car, automotive, and service needs taken care of. So 2022, we're going to spend a lot of time to bring those different elements forward. We're also excited to continue our partnership with Junior Motorsports and our partnership with Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kelly Earnhardt Miller, driver Josh Berry, and the benefit that we have seen from that partnership to expand our reach to said consumer that I spoke of earlier has been nothing short of remarkable. So we're going to harness everything that we started this year, and we're going to jumpstart that, and we're going to create that strategic momentum for the next 3 years for Tire Pros. So we're really excited to bring that forward at the conference this year.
Very cool. And you're saying the Love the Drive, correct?
Love the Drive.
Love
that's
the Drive.
Correct, yes.
That will be in different marketing, like nationwide commercials and stuff
That's
like
right.
that. Or okay.
That's
okay.
right. In fact, if you go to tirepros.com, our online e-commerce site, right now, you'll see the new logo and tagline up. So we've actually unveiled and started that campaign already at this conference. So we're really excited. And at our Business Solutions Pavilion later today, which is where our business partners and sponsors come in, our tirepros.com website will be on display with new features, and we're going to continue to enhance that to provide support not only for our consumers, but also for our Tire Pros customers as well.
Got it. Very exciting.
We are excited, yes.
And now, can you go into maybe some of the tools that have been added, or I guess will be added for 2022? I know in 2019 we reported on an appointments button or feature that was being added to Tire Pros, dealer websites.
That's right.
But what's coming for 2022?
Yeah, so we're gonna take that, and we're actually gonna build upon what we started last year, and a lot of those elements are gonna show up at the conference this year. So I'll give you a couple of examples. So that customer portal is linked into our Tire Pros business management system. So we have a proprietary white label point of sale system for our Tire Pros franchisees. We partner with Tire Guru to build that. You can't get this off the street. This is for Tire Pros dealers only. And we continue to drive and enhance the value based on the feedback that our dealers have given us. They have to use this tool. So we rely on their expertise to tell us what they need. And we work hand in hand with them and Tire Guru to continue to build this out. But our customer portal, ease, flexibility, and convenience, appointment scheduling. We're going to unveil a key drop kiosk, very similar to what you would find at an Amazon locker. QR code, you touch-free experience, if you want to drop your keys off, you want to pick your keys up after hours. So that is one way that we're going to continue to enhance and build on those partnerships. I did mention earlier our partnership with Junior Motorsports. We're going to continue to build and enhance that next year. But we also have a tremendous number of other capabilities. We're unveiling new digital customer experience and content, such as a digital tire wall. So traditionally retailers, when they display their product, it is the physical product. We are actually building out digital experiences so consumers can integrate with a digital touchscreen, scan a QR code, get digital content served to them in store or out of store. Again, depending on what their needs are. And so we're excited to unveil that here at conference as well. To connect back to that emotional benefit I spoke to earlier, we're also unveiling the opportunity for dealers to customize their own 3D digital map within their showrooms. So we want to talk about maximizing our Love a Customer's Drive. What scenic drives, routes, points of interest are around our Tire Pros customers, and how do we bring that to life for them? So more on that at the pavilion later. However, this is to start to connect the dots for what our customers are hearing today and how they can help their consumers moving forward. So we're really excited to dig into those details. But you also asked about the things that we have done already this year. And so we've also stepped back and we've evaluated the tire, service, and roadside warranties that we offer our customers. And so we've enhanced those for our dealers this year to be able to offer to their consumers. And we think we have the best-in-class package of warranties to offer. So we brought that forward. We're creating new digital marketing capabilities and partnerships, new national marketing opportunities. So we're really gravitating more into the digital experience and driving and reaching a new target audience. So we're excited to harness all of that and bring it forward, not only at this conference, but into 22 and beyond as well.
Very interesting. So you're talking about with the, I guess, showroom of the future.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
That's exactly
no smell of rubber necessarily, or
exactly. And we also want to create an easy and flexible experience. So what you'll also see in the showroom of the future, that's exactly where we're headed here, is a lot of tire stores will traditionally have a built-in counter.
Right, yeah.
Right? So we will have on display brand new Tire Pros kiosks that, in fact, several of our National Dealer Council members have been able to get into their store just recently and have raved about the ease, convenience, and flexibility and space that it creates for them and their associates to engage with their consumers. Come out from behind the kiosk, you can have your digital inspection tab, you can go out to the car. It's a much more inviting and open experience. So that showroom of the future, as a part of all those other elements, will be on display here as well. So we're excited to talk to our customers about that today.
Great. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that here too. And I have one last question for
Sure.
you, Greg. I know the pandemic has changed a lot of things in our world.
It has.
So I'm curious from your perspective, you've been in the industry for 20 plus years with Tire Pros since 2019, with ATD even longer than that. So how do you feel the pandemic has changed or forced tire retail to maybe evolve?
Yeah, so there's a couple of things that come to mind, Maddie. The first is how we've had to adapt our support to Tire Pros franchisees. So the first thing we did was to say, when the pandemic struck, and it was just after our last conference, we paused and said, listen, what do you need? How can we help support you? Whether it's access to SBA information, whether it's creating new digital marketing for first responders to let you know that we're essential and we're open. So we paused on a lot of the things we would traditionally do in terms of support and just asked, what can we do? How can we help? Access to PPE supplies as supply chain shortages started to come in, and mask and glove and sanitizer, it was very hard to get by. How can we help there, right? So that was the first thing that we did. Then we helped them understand, what does the consumer want? And they told us a lot of times. So a lot of the things we're talking about in terms of text to pay and ease and convenience and flexibility, they have to tailor, and they've had to for a long time, to meet the needs of that consumer. And we've leaned in to help support there. But also, we just couldn't walk in and sit down and have a conversation like we traditionally could pre-pandemic. So we've had to adapt to a more virtual environment. And so we've had to create new ways to engage with our customers, as they had to create new ways to engage with their consumers.
Right.
Supply chain. So
I was going to ask about that. Yes, that's a huge topic.
No secret, right, that there has been a continuation of supply challenges. I don't think you can go a day without reading or hearing about the backup at the ports, the container shortages, chassis shortages, shortage of tires. Our partnership with ATD, though, has allowed us to continue to connect Tire Pros retailers in ways that we think is extremely beneficial. So, for example, we've created a nationwide national shipping program for them where they can't get tires in their local market. We've created a way at our cost, so no cost to the retailer, as a benefit of being a part of Tire Pros, we're going to create ways to get you access to product. We're still dealing with some of the supply chain challenges, just getting freight from point A to point B, but we want to make it easy and convenient. We've also, in partnership with ATD, continued to put forward orders with our manufacturing partners. So we want to make sure that we have the product they need, and we're first in line to get that, so we can make sure that they have access to that product. But here's what I'll say. Despite all of those challenges and changes, we look at this opportunistically, because we have seen, as also the supply chain has caused a shortage in OE manufacturing and new cars, the car park continues to age. And as that car park continues to age, consumers need a place to go more frequently for their automotive service needs. So our retailers and our franchise, they've seen a tremendous benefit, and they look at this opportunistically. And for us, it's a way for us to continue to think about, how do we strategically tap into marketing to bring those consumers into Tire Pros. So, and we've actually had a lot of dealers here at this conference tell us that they're having record months, and in fact, in some cases, record year in 2020. So they're very opportunistic about this. We still want to stay close, right? As we hear these supply challenges will continue, But Tire Pros continues to thrive into the future, and we want to help support our customers.
No, it's great to hear. Yeah, and the chip shortage, like you're saying, I guess, is a sort of a, I don't want to say advantage, but it's helping out the aftermarket, I guess.
It is helping the aftermarket, and even the consumer that is looking to maybe go to used car.
Yeah.
Obviously, the used car inventory has been consumed because new car inventory hasn't been available. So it's forced consumers to think about: do I hang on to my car for another year? Do I do something now? Do I pay a little bit more than I typically would? So as they're thinking about that, we're telling them about Tire Pros and how we can help support them. And we're gaining a lot of new customers as a result of that.
Very interesting. Well, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
Well, Greg, thank you so much for coming on What's Treading with Tire
Thank you, Maddie.
Review.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate your time and look forward to experiencing more of the conference.
Sounds great. We look forward to it.
Thank you.
Take care.